Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Beast EM2 video. Before the video begins though, I'd appreciate if you drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's go ahead and jump into this great league team of Medicham, Pelliper, and Alolan Muk. Let me just go ahead and start off by saying Alolan Muk in the great league is such a good idea with Poison Jab and Acid Spray, especially for those Azumarils. But I do know Alolan Muk is a very hard Pokemon to get in the great league. Simply because Alolan Grimer is was usually in the eggs. But if you're lucky enough to get one, I would suggest you investing in one because it is such a fun Pokemon to use. As you can see here, we did knock out the Medicham. They bring in an Azumarill and we're just itching to swap over to our Alolan Muk. But we need to keep switch advantage right here, so we're just going to go ahead and throw this Psychic. And we are going to let this Azumarill completely knock us out. There's no point in us swapping into the Alolan Muk because then we're gonna get, we could get countered really hard and we're not gonna be able to swap. So as you can see there, those poison jabs did a decent amount. Right here, we're gonna go ahead and throw the Acid Spray simply for the debuff. In case you don't know, Acid Spray will drop your opponent's defense. And as you can see there, now we're gonna bring in Pelliper, and we know Registeels will usually carry Zap Cannon, so we do need to shield there. And our idea right here is we're gonna be able to throw Weather Balls towards this Registeel. It is debuffed, so it's gonna do a little bit more damage for Weather Balls. And right here we are going to throw another one. They will shield it, and right here we're just gonna go ahead and try to go for another Weather Ball. That's basically the play with Pellipers. You need to go for Weather Balls. They managed to swap into their Azumarill as we were throwing a Weather Ball, which is fine. We are shieldless now, but now right here we're gonna let this Azumarill throw whatever charge move it has. Let me just go ahead and just say that Alolan Muk is such a fun Pokemon in this league. You're most likely gonna see Alolan Muk in the Ultra League just because of those Giratinas, but using it here is also very nice. So right there, we are gonna swap on the charge move right there to just be able to throw a Weather Ball onto the Registeel. Because we know Registeel is very tanky. Right here we're going to try to bait because our opponent could be thinking that we're going to throw Dark Pulse. They unfortunately did not fall for the bait. Their defense did drop again, and the Zap Cannon will hurt. Zap Cannon, it's actually going to be a Focus Blast. So this Registeel is running Focus Blast Zap Cannon, which is fine. We're able to get to a Weather Ball. And let me just go ahead and start off by saying as well, Pelliper is also very quick and nice Pokemon. As you can see there, we got to another Weather Ball, and this should seal the win. So that was a GG's to my opponent. Let's go ahead and jump into the next battle. Medicham versus Frostlass. This matchup right here is it's somewhat decent. We just need to throw Sidekicks. Power Up Punch, if we had Power Up Punch, wouldn't do much. Ice Punch doesn't do that much. We did get hit with a Shadow Ball though, and we almost got knocked out. But this Medicham is a level 50, so if you don't have a level 50, you would most likely get one shot. As you can see there, Frostlass knocks us out, which is going to be okay. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Pelliper simply because we're able to get to our charge move very fast. So right here we are going to shield against that Avalanche right there. We're going to throw Weather Balls again. Weather Ball is just a really fast charging, just a really good charge move. And as you can see, they're going to bring in Altaria now. And now right here, we are going to go ahead and throw Hurricane. There's no need for the bait because we're either going to land it or we're going to get a shield. We do manage to pick up a shield. And now we're going to bring in Alolan Muk. And go ahead and take a look at those poison jabs. I don't have a Shadow Alolan Muk yet. I'm in the process of getting one. But as soon as I get one, I will be showcasing it for you all. So don't forget to leave us, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that little bell to get notified every time we drop a new video. As you can see there, that Dark Pulse did wonders against that Altaria, and now this Alolan Muk is gonna get fairly low, but we're able to knock out the Altaria. They bring in a Swampert, and that is gonna be a problem right there because Swampert is just so fast with its charge moves. Pelliper will be able to resist it, but Pelliper is a little glassy. They bring in their Frostlass and farm us down. So GG's to my opponent. Remember what I said, you can't win every single Go Battle League game. You just gotta keep on grinding, keep on playing, and that's how you're eventually going to get better. As you can see here now against this Serperior, This is most likely going to be a frenzy plant right there. We are going to let them go because we know Alolan Muk will do very, very well against that Serperior. We are going to throw an Ice Punch. We're able to land it right there. Now we're going to go ahead and try to get to another Ice Punch. But like I said, there's no need to shield this. We could shield, but then most likely they will not shield because they took a shield out right there. Now Alolan Muk comes in and poison jabs that Serperior down. Lantern now is going to be coming in. And we're going to stay in this matchup. There's no reason for us to go to Pelliper. Pelliper would perform it won't perform that well against this Lantern. But take a look at those poison jabs. And now I can only imagine if this were to be a Shadow one with a little bit more damage. So let me know down below if you have a Shadow Alolan Muk in the Great League. And let me know what team you're running with that team, with that Alolan Muk. Because I will be getting one in the future. And I am really interested to see what Pokemon you're pairing up Alolan Muk with. So now that Thunderbolt is going to get shielded, and we are able to knock out that Lantern fairly well. Now Ninetales comes in, and it's a Alolan Ninetales, part Fairy, so this poison moves will be doing a decent amount. We cannot get to another Acid Spray, unfortunately, though, and this Weather Ball should knock us out. But no worries, we have Pelliper, and it's going to take them a decent amount of Weather Balls to knock us out, about like 2 or 3. And as you can see there, we pick up the shield, but we're able to farm them down. So GG's to my opponent. So let's go ahead and jump into the next battle now. This Tropius versus our Medicham. Obviously right here we're gonna go for the Ice Punch just because it's actually times 4 damage because of its grass and air and flying typing right there. And right here we are, I believe we're not going to shield. We do shield. I guess we just wanted to shield in order to be able to throw this Ice Punch and put pressure onto our opponent. So, I mean, the shielding, it really depends up to you, however you want to take it. This right here, our opponent did shield right there. They did not get to another charge move though. So, we're going to be able to either knock them out or pick up the second shield. We pick up the second shield. And this is right here what you need to stop, alright? If you manage to pick up 2 shields in the lead, then right here you see now we could bring in a Alolan Muk, and they have a Bastiodon, which is a little troublesome. They bring in Cherum right here, and I am not going to lie, I did manage to shield this. It's just a fire type Weather Ball. I realized that a little bit too late, and now we're gonna throw Hurricane, and we wasted a shield there because we could have saved that shield for the Alolan Muk, but it does not matter. Bastiodon is weak to water, and Weather Balls right here. We're gonna be able to get to them very fast. Bastiodon is doing a lot of damage to us though with those smackdowns, but we get to a second Weather Ball, and we're already bringing down this Bastiodon to very low health. We get to a third Weather Ball. So in case you don't believe me about Pelliper is very good as well. Look at that Bastiodon already very low, so we're going to aggressively swap into the Alolan Muk. Absorb this Flamethrower, it's not going to do much, and we're going to be able to get to a Dark Pulse and seal the win right here. There's no reason for us to try to go for Acid Spray because they will resist it, and Acid Spray is very weak. So let's go ahead and jump into the last battle. Medicham Mirror Match. This is perfect, this is fine. You can't really tell if this level 50 yet because again, you need to max out the Medicham. You need to get, I believe it's like a 5-5-15, and then you need to max it out to level 50 for the perfect PvP stats. So right there, we did manage to pick up a shield in this mirror match, which is gonna be fine. I believe we will not shield ourselves because they have, I believe, Power Up Punch and Ice Punch. That is gonna be fine. As you can see there, we get to another Psychic. If we're able to pick up the shield, that's perfect. If not, we're going to do a decent amount. We do pick up both shields, and that is going to be fine with us. They swap into Toxapex, and we're going to throw Psychic. This is a super effective move against it. Perfect right there. Because we know they have the Medicham still, and Pelliper will do amazing against it, we're going to bring in a Alolan Muk. Alolan Muk right here is going to absorb whatever charge move they're going to throw. It's going to be Brine. Does a decent amount. Not too much to worry about, and we're going to be able to throw this Dark Pulse. Now right here we are going to knock it out, and actually we don't, but we're going to swap because we need to be ready for that Medicham. they bring in Carbink, and this is actually my first time battling a Carbink. I know during Go Fest season it was ranked number 1 in the rankings, and then now right there that Pelliper is doing great against that Carbink. But it is a little worrisome with that Medicham, considering that we don't have anything hard to hit it with. They do bring in Medicham, which is even better for us right here. We're gonna go ahead and shield this and throw the weather ball towards it, as you could see there. Medicham, I feel like that was a kind of like a little mistake right there, because now Medicham goes down and we are looking fairly comfortable against this Carbink. As you can see there, we are going to be able to shield this. I'm not too familiar with Carbink's moves. I don't have one personally because you need to farm up those XLs. But right here, because it's part fairy, we are going to throw this acid spray and call it a win. So there you guys have it, Alolan Muk in the Great League. Let me know down below what teams you guys are running with Alolan Muk. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.